What happens when one of the world's most loved talk show hosts comes face to face with royalty gone rogue? It took only 31 seconds for Prince Harry to wipe out any goodwill he walked in with and turned Kelly Clarkson's bright, friendly studio into a tense battleground. The Kelly Clarkson Show has always been known as a place full of warmth, laughter, and honest conversation. Kelly built her reputation on being real, kind, and respectful to every guest. From Hollywood stars to everyday heroes, she welcomes everyone with open arms and that familiar smile that won America's heart more than 2 decades ago. But on this particular afternoon, that warmth was about to be tested like never before. Prince Harry walked onto the stage with an energy that felt off from the start. While Kelly stood to greet him with her usual excitement, clapping and smiling at the crowd, Harry's expression was distant and cold. He gave a small half-wave to the audience, barely made eye contact with Kelly, and dropped into the guest chair as if he were doing everyone a favor just by showing up. "Welcome, welcome. Oh my gosh, thank you so much for being here," Kelly said, her voice warm and sincere as always. The audience burst into applause, excited to see someone of his status on the show. Harry forced a tight smile. "Thanks for having me," he said flatly. Kelly, always the professional, pushed forward. She had interviewed thousands of people and knew how to ease tension. "So, I have to say I've been really excited for this conversation. I think a lot of people want to hear your perspective on life right now, how you're doing, and what you're working on." Harry leaned back, crossing his arms. "Well, I'm here, aren't I?" A brief and uncomfortable silence filled the room. Kelly's smile slipped for a split second, but she quickly recovered. "We're very glad you're here, so let's jump in. You've been very open lately about mental health, family, and finding your own path. Can you talk a little about what that journey has been like for you?" Harry sighed loudly as if the question annoyed him. "You know, Kelly, I've talked about this plenty. I've done interviews. I wrote a book. People should already know this by now." The audience shifted in their seats. This wasn't playful conversation. This was tension. Kelly kept her calm. And that openness is amazing. But for viewers who haven't read the book or watched every interview, they'd love to hear it directly from you. That's what we do here. We have conversations. "Do you?" Harry said, leaning forward. "Or do you just ask the same questions and expect people to perform for you?" The studio fell silent. Even the crew looked stunned. "I'm sorry," Kelly said softly. "You heard me," Harry continued. "This whole talk show circuit is the same. Everyone wants a headline. Everyone wants a soundbite. Nobody really cares about the answers." Kelly took a steady breath. "I respectfully disagree. I care deeply about every person who sits in this chair. That's why I do this. People come here because they know this is a safe place. Your truth or their truth." Harry snapped. "Because it looks like you just want me to say something that'll go viral." "That's not true," Kelly replied calmly. "I honestly want a real conversation." Harry laughed a bitter mocking laugh. "Sure, that's why you have cameras everywhere in a studio audience." "Yes, this is a talk show," Kelly said. "But that doesn't make the conversations fake. I've sat with people during their most emotional moments. I've cried with them. I've listened. That matters." "How noble of you," Harry said sarcastically. That was the moment the tone changed completely. Kelly's warmth turned into disappointment. The audience murmured. Kelly paused, collecting herself. "I'm trying to understand where this is coming from, but I don't know what I've done to deserve this treatment." "You haven't done anything." Harry shrugged. "That's the point. It's all surface level." "Surface level?" Kelly repeated. "Let me tell you something. I grew up with very little in a small Texas town. My family struggled. I worked several jobs while chasing my dream. I joined American Idol because I couldn't afford a demo tape. That opportunity changed my life." The room stayed silent. "And when my life changed, I promised I'd never forget where I came from. I promised I'd lift others up. So when you say I don't care, you're not just insulting me. You're insulting everything I've worked for." Harry stared at her, then said, "Nice speech. Did you rehearse that?" The audience gasped. Some people even booed. "There's a difference between honesty and cruelty," Kelly said firmly. And you're being cruel. I'm being real, Harry snapped. Maybe you're not used to that. I ask for basic respect, Kelly said. Nothing more. You want respect. Harry scoffed. You control the narrative. You control how people look. That's not true, Kelly said. We don't manipulate conversations. We have honest discussions. Sure you do, Harry mocked. Kelly shook her head. Why are you even here if you feel this way? My team told me to come, Harry said coldly. You're an adult, Kelly replied. You could have said no. It's complicated. It really isn't, Kelly said. You chose to be here and now you're treating everyone with disrespect. Harry leaned back. Maybe I came here to expose what this really is. You don't know me, Kelly said. And you don't know my story. You sing songs and interview celebrities. Don't act like you're changing the world. And what are you doing? Kelly fired back. You came here just to tear people down. Kelly stood up. The studio froze. If this show is beneath you, then why are you still sitting there? She asked calmly. This is my show. In my house, we treat each other with respect. If you can't do that, you need to leave. You can't be serious, Harry said. I absolutely am, replied Kelly. Harry stood up angry. This is ridiculous. You disrespected me, my team, and my audience, Kelly said firmly. Security, please escort our guest out. Gasps and cheers filled the studio. You'll regret this, Harry snapped. I don't think I will, Kelly said quietly. Security escorted him off the stage. The audience erupted into applause. Kelly sat back down, took a breath, and looked into the camera. That was unexpected, but it's important to stand up for yourself and never let anyone treat you like you're less than. The crowd cheered again. I work hard to make the show a safe place, and I'll always protect that. And just like that, Kelly moved forward, showing grace, strength, and professionalism. She proved that kindness does not mean weakness and respect is non-negotiable.